So let's say that a monkey in the wild were to stumble upon a gaming setup with Minecraft pre-installed. Can this monkey beat the game, on survival mode, with no cheats? This is a question that has plagued the scientific community for months. And Albert Einstein was not able to crack this question. But I will answer this question. But first, we will need to get something clear. Minecraft is too complex of a game to be completely understood even by the most intelligent of monkeys. The monkey will be dumbfounded by all the features of the game and cannot play as efficiently as a human being. Therefore it is safe to assume that the monkey will just press random keys and click randomly. However, with this, it is nearly impossible to beat Minecraft. To beat Minecraft you must kill the 200 health Ender Dragon. But before that you must destroy each of the 10 crystals healing the dragon, which will require good aim and ranged weapons. And to even get to the end dimension in the first place you need to locate the end portal, which is hidden underground and also thousands of blocks away from spawn. You also need to activate the end portal, which requires 12 Eyes of Ender, which are only obtainable with resources from the nether dimension, which is very dangerous for our gamer monkey to traverse. But do not fear. There is this theory called the infinite monkey theorem. The infinite monkey theorem states that given an infinite amount of time, a monkey on a typewriter hitting random keys will eventually type an infinitely long string of text of random characters. But this infinitely long string will contain every single possible combination of words you can think of. It will contain every script I've written, every novel written by humankind, and every 30 virus rant. But the chances of the monkey writing something comprehensible are extremely low. In fact, the chance of a monkey typing everything I said so far out of pure luck is 1 out of 10 to the power of 2600. And this can be applied to Minecraft. If the monkey has an infinite number of random attempts at beating the game, with random movement and clicking, a small amount of attempts will eventually kill the dragon. This is with random seeds and without glitches. There is a problem with this, however. It is definitely not possible for a monkey to randomly go to the nether, get 12 Eyes of Ender, reach the end dimension, and kill the dragon, all on random without knowing how the game works, in a reasonable time frame. Now let's say that there are 10 billion monkeys on Earth, which is the carrying capacity for the planet, and that they will game until the sun becomes a red giant and destroys the planet, which will happen in about 7 billion years. Even then, this will not be enough time or monkeys to beat Minecraft randomly due to all the possible combinations of movement and actions. It will not be realistic to beat Minecraft randomly before the sun destroys the earth. So we will have to try something new. Some monkeys are intelligent enough to perceive rewards. It is possible to use a human video game expert to teach a monkey how to play the game by using the reward system. For example, for each wood that the monkey collects, the monkey gets food. The same can be applied to every other useful Minecraft task. If the monkey is constantly rewarded in real life for progressing in Minecraft, then the monkey will associate Minecraft progression with more rewards, and will continue playing Minecraft correctly. But that goes against the challenge because we want the monkey to beat the game on its own without any outside knowledge. So is it possible for a monkey to learn how to beat the game on its own? Well, not really. While it is possible that monkeys can understand realistic game features such as long falls being dangerous, fire being dangerous, and drowning being dangerous, there are so many other Minecraft features that are not realistic, that monkeys cannot understand. Nether portals, end portals, and blazes will have monkeys dumbfounded. Minecraft also has no rewards that can be perceived by monkeys. It's only in-game. In other words, monkeys are not gamers. But surely there must be another way to beat the game. The answer is yes. Let's go back to the 10 billion monkeys gaming on Minecraft situation. Let's make it so that every monkey gets a new world every day. That means that every 96 days, a single monkey in this 10 billion monkey complex will find a 1 in a trillion seed, called a 12-eye portal seed. 12-eye portal seeds are extremely rare seeds that have an end portal that is already activated upon spawning in. That means you can skip getting Eyes of Ender and having to go to the nether entirely. But not so fast. The monkey will have to make their way to the filled end portal, which will be hundreds or thousands away from the spawn region. Not to mention that the stronghold is buried underground, and it is filled with hostile mobs and mazes. Not only would a monkey have to randomly stumble their way towards the stronghold, but they would have to randomly dig their way down and find the end portal within the stronghold maze. But no matter. There is a very slight chance of the spawn region being right above the end portal. Here's how. Strongholds spawn in a donut-shaped region, represented by this donut I have just drawn. This donut ranges from 1400 to 2800 blocks away from the origin. And the possible spawn region is 3000 by 3000 blocks. So these two regions overlap a bit. That means there is a 16% chance for the 12i stronghold to spawn within the spawn region. And there's a 30% chance for the player to spawn within the stronghold spawning range. But player spawning is not that simple. The possible spawn region is where the world spawn position can be placed. But the actual player spawn position is randomly chosen in a region of 21 by 21 blocks around the world spawn position. The end portal is 3 by 3 blocks. So the chances of the player spawn region overlapping with the end portal, along with the chances of the 12i portal and world spawn being in the overlap area, are 0.016%. So while it may take 96 days for 10 billion monkeys to find a 12i portal seed, it will take 1800 years for 10 billion monkeys to find a 12i portal seed that will spawn you very close to the end portal, which will get rid of having to locate the stronghold. And also we will ignore the fact that the monkey lifespan is only 60 years. But now comes the next challenge. Monkeys will have to randomly dig down from their spawn area to the stronghold end portal. In Minecraft, the player always spawns on top of the surface, which is usually around y equals 70, and the end portal is usually around y equals 30. The entire underground is made out of stone, except for a few layers of dirt at the surface. It takes 3/4 of a second to break one dirt, but 7.5 seconds to break one stone. So it will take about 266 seconds to dig to the portal with no tools. This is easily accomplishable, but from the POV of a monkey, there is no reason to spend 266 seconds straight digging to the portal. While it is possible for a monkey to learn that holding down left click on blocks will eventually break it, the monkey will not realize that breaking blocks below the player constantly will lead to the portal. The monkey does not even know what an end portal is. So how likely is it that the monkey will randomly break its way to the portal? It was time to make a simulation. With a bit of help from Trollface Mafia Gang, I coded a macro that will simulate random clicking, movement, and key presses in Minecraft. Then I used a 12i portal seed and set the player spawn point right above the portal. Now it was time to begin the simulation. Speaking of simulation, if you take out the emulation, and then put subscribe, you get subscribe. This is not a coincidence, and it is the universe's way of telling you to subscribe to me. Anyways, back to the vid. Now imagine the following gameplay with this monkey controlling the player. For the first few minutes the script ran, the player had some trouble getting anywhere. It was wandering around and acting stupid. And after painstakingly waiting about 20 minutes, something happened. The player started to randomly look down and hold the left button. It was randomly digging down. Let's freaking go. This is the most excited I have ever been for something. However, after running the simulation for about an hour, I realized that this method of determining if a monkey can randomly mine from the surface to the end portal was too slow. The character had been stuck here doing random things for ages in real time. So it was time for a more efficient, quicker simulation. I was going to multiply the tick rate by 100, for in-game and in the script. And then we finally got results. For the next few attempts, the sped-up simulation showed that the monkey could randomly mine deep underground with enough time. Now it had to randomly get to the end portal. After several attempts, despite the character not randomly breaking into the end portal room yet, there were many promising holes, and it proved that given many attempts, the character would eventually fall into end portal on random. The thing is, it's much more likely the player will wander off and miss the portal room, digging until the bedrock level and staying there for the rest of eternity. The chances of this are unknown, but let's say there is a 1% chance of the monkey successfully digging into the portal room. So with 10 billion monkeys, it will take about 180,000 years until one monkey will randomly find a godly seed and be lucky enough to randomly dig into an end portal. But now comes the hardest part of the run: randomly beating the Ender Dragon. Due to the nature of a monkey playing Minecraft, the monkey will have no useful items. Beating the dragon with no items is very inconvenient. First of all, the dragon requires 200 punches with bare hands to be killed. Not to mention there are 10 ender crystals located on top of unreachable obsidian pillars that will constantly heal the dragon at a faster rate than you can punch it to death. So you have to destroy the end crystals first, somehow. And not to mention that even getting to the end island itself is tricky with nothing, because the end spawn location can be tens of blocks away from the island or will be buried underground. But do not fear. There is a method to beat Minecraft with no items. In 1.9 and above, the dragon perches at the center every few minutes. When it is camping, it will throw all nearby entities high into the air and far away. This can be used to the monkey gamer's advantage, however. By purposefully getting hit by the dragon in the right angle, you can be flung right on top of the obsidian pillar, allowing you to reach the crystal and break it with your fist, without any items. Then you have to do this maneuver 10 times since there are 10 crystals. Then you will have to camp at the center, wait for the dragon to swoop down, and then punch the dragon 200 times. This strategy requires a lot of precision and timing. But since the monkey will still continue to cluelessly wander around in the end dimension, is it possible to do all of this randomly? This was going to be a pain to simulate, but it was time to get to work. First, the monkey would have to randomly get from the spawn platform to the surface of the end island. In most cases, the spawn platform is too far away from the edge of the island, or the spawn platform is buried in endstone, which takes 15 seconds to break. And no, the monkey will not be able to randomly dig their way up from the platform to the surface. The most convenient spawn would be a platform that is right next to the island, so that the player can simply walk onto it. These spawns are quite rare, however. 1 in 5 worlds have this convenient spawn. Next, the player would have to randomly wander from the edge of the island to the center. And even though auto jump is on by default, which was convenient for going up slopes, this was not good enough. In most cases, most attempts have the player randomly wander off the island, causing them to fall into the void and die. And so far, after hours of simulation, not a single attempt has successfully made it to the center. Due to getting attacked by the dragon, walking into the void, and so on. Now you might ask, why don't we make the simulation run faster? There are a few issues with this. Number 1, 100 times faster is already stretching the limit. Number 2, I have a better idea. I was going to make a basic simulation that was similar to the actual end island, except with this I can create hundreds of attempts per second. Let's assume that the player can dodge all dragon attacks, the end island is perfectly flat, and the player will randomly move starting at the edge. Each red line represents a failed attempt where the monkey fell off the edge. And the green lines represent attempts where the monkey randomly stumbled to the center. And by center, I mean the player reaches 2 blocks within 0, 0. Now we wait. As it turns out, the chances of a monkey randomly making it to the center from the edge, without falling off the island, are about 0.5%. Now that the monkey has reached the center of the end, the monkey would have to stand still for a few minutes, until the dragon perches. So let's say that every second the monkey has a 20% chance to randomly move out of the center. Which we do not want to happen if the monkey is already at center. The chances of the monkey standing still for 2 minutes, which is the average dragon perch time, are 2.3 out of 1 trillion. Now what are the odds of the monkey randomly doing the obsidian pillar MLG? First of all, some dragon launches go too far, or too close. Some of them launch you too high. Some of them launch you too low. Not to mention you have to be facing the right angle or you will miss the tower. 30% of the time you get the right angle. 33% of the time you get the right height. And 30% of the time you get the right distance. Which boils down to a 3% chance for doing the obsidian pillar MLG randomly. And now that the monkey has miraculously landed on an obsidian pillar, it will have to actually destroy the crystal on the pillar, which requires looking at just the right angle and clicking. So it was time to simulate this. After building some obsidian pillars and running the random movement macro, I got a 50% chance of randomly walking off the pillar before destroying the crystal, leaving a 50% chance of actually destroying the crystal. If we take these probabilities and raise it to the power of 10. Actually wait a minute. As you destroy more towers, the chances of getting the right angle decrease until it is 3%, because when you are down to the last crystal, there is a 27% chance you will land on an obsidian pillar with an already destroyed crystal, out of the 30% chance you will land on an obsidian pillar. So if we take that into account, we get the actual chances of a monkey destroying all 10 end crystals randomly. Which is this. Actually wait a minute. Destroying the end crystals is one thing, but another thing is getting back down to the center of the end so you can do the next obsidian pillar jump. Sure, it's easy to walk off the pillar to drop down to the surface, and it's another 1% chance to wander from the pillar back to the center to do another obsidian pillar jump. But a drop of over 23 blocks will kill the player, and 8 of the 10 pillars are over 23 blocks, so 2 times the monkey would have to do a normal obsidian pillar jump. And 8 times, the monkey would have to do the obsidian pillar jump and return to the end. The odds of all of this happening, along with destroying the 2 other pillars, are 86 in 1 octoquinquagintillion. If the monkey is lucky enough to destroy all 10 pillars randomly, it will have to randomly kill the dragon. To do this, the monkey would have to randomly click the dragon 200 times while it is perched, all while looking the same way and standing still, because moving out of the center while the dragon is perched will fling the player. So what are the odds of the monkey punching the dragon to death randomly? With an average of 1 click per 10 seconds, and assuming that 80% of these will miss since the player will be looking the wrong way most of the time, it will take 3 hours to punch the dragon to death, which seems reasonable for a monkey randomly clicking away at a dragon. But it's not 3 hours. The dragon perches for only 15 seconds every 2 minutes. So it will actually take 27 hours to kill the dragon. And what are the odds of the monkey staying at the center for 27 hours so that it can punch the dragon to death on random? 2.2 in 10 to the power of 9,420. Now that we have calculated the odds of the monkey randomly beating every part of the game, it's time to take every part of the run together. 1 in a trillion, times 0.016%, times 86 in 1 octoquinquagintillion, times 2.2 in 10 to the power of 9,420, is 3 in 10 to the power of 9,611. This is the chance that a monkey will randomly beat Minecraft. And now back to the main question of this video. Can a monkey beat Minecraft? If we go back to the 10 billion monkey situation, there is no way that a single monkey can beat the game before the sun destroys the earth. Now let's say that every planet in the universe was populated with 10 billion monkeys. And there are about 20 sextillion planets in the universe. And that all these monkeys will get a new attempt every day until the end of the Stelliferous era, which is the era of the universe before all the stars eventually die out. This totals to 7 quintillion attempts. And this is not even close to enough attempts to beat the game. Now let's say that parallel universes exist. And that each universe contains the same 7 quintillion attempts at beating Minecraft before the universe inevitably dies out. You would need a cube of universes, that is about 1 millennium universes long in all directions. And out of this gigantic complex of 10 to the power of 9,560 universes, in one of the 10 to the power of 22 planets, on one of the days in the entire Stelliferous era, one of the 10 billion monkeys on the planet will get lucky enough to beat Minecraft randomly. And so the answer to this video is yes, a monkey can beat Minecraft. Thank you for coming to this TED Talk. And shout out to the channel members. Please watch my other videos for other commentary on random topics like this.